the top of the Empire State Building.
Z100, New York.
Hey, yo, what up? I'm Josh Martinez of Z100, New York's #1 hit music station, with our guest, a legitimate living legend and icon,
Josh. No.
and also Kylie Minogue. What's up, girl?
Great. Happy to be here with you.
So you've been to New York City so many times through the years. Do you have like a favorite moment or core memory of New York City?
Well, I have a bracing memory of being here on my kind of downtime in the 90s in the winter. Never felt colder in my life.
Okay.
It's not like a highlight memory, but it's a very visceral memory.
You know what? We take the core memories when we could get them.
Yeah. But I would say I did a gig here, like a really small gig at the Bowery Ballroom in 2018 that was, I mean, there was like a couple hundred people, but it just felt insane. The energy of a New York crowd is something else.
So you're coming back on tour.
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden. A little bigger than the Bowery Ballroom.
A little bigger.
Just a smidge larger.
I'm so excited.
Well, I was going to ask you, like, obviously Madison Square Garden is an iconic venue. There's a reason why it's called the world's most famous arena.
Yeah.
Right? When you see your name on that marquee, you see your tour, you see your poster. I mean, you've been in the game for a while, but I mean, that's still got to do something to you.
I'm gagged. Yeah. I literally, like, I know it's going to happen. It's on paper. It's on the touring route. Yes, we've okayed that, but actually seeing the image out the front of MSG made it really real. And I was like, someone call someone who's in New York, send me a picture that I can use, because I just saw kind of fan photos. But yeah, crazy excitement.
So, Attention to the album dropping as this interview's happening, not yet. I heard a few of the songs. I'm excited. I'm personally kind of a little impartial towards Diplo, anything that he does.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And Orville Peck, there's that, that song.
They're both great. That's a little trifecta of us right there. Yeah, that's cool.
What
Midnight
song?
Ride.
What song were you most excited about having the fans listen to?
Gosh, like, not sound, disingenuous, but like all of them, because I want their feedback of, I've lived with the songs on the album for quite a while, so it's like, that's my favorite, and then another one will just kind of come around the corner and be like, yoo-hoo, it's me here. But if I had to choose one, I would say Someone for Me.
Okay.
Because I really like lyrically what it's saying, and it will get stuck in. Like, just the, do you have someone for me? Like, just those notes will hopefully live rent-free in your mind.
So you mentioned the feedback from the fans, but as you're making music, whose opinion do you value the most in your personal life? Is it a family member or a close friend?
When it comes time to playing some songs for my nephews.
And how old are they?
They're now 14, 16, and 18.
Okay, that's a really good age range right there, by the way.
No, they haven't taken me down before.
Okay.
Like, they haven't said, no, kick, no, that's a no. But, if I play a few, they'll give me their opinion, which one they gravitate towards. But yeah, it's interesting, anyone that you play the songs, you start to listen to it with different ears when you're out of just you listening, or the people who've worked on it. So yeah, my nephews is a good pit stop.
So we know you as Kylie Minogue, but like, are you anti-Kai? Are you anti-K? Like, what's your nickname? What's your nickname?
It was Kiki,
Okay.
and that became Auntie Kick.
Auntie
And that was
Kick.
just Kick. Like K-I-K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
I have the various, I just stammered then. I have various nicknames, but I love that one because that literally came about with my nephews when they were little.
So, like I said, the new album's dropping very soon. We have the tour next year as well.
Are you coming?
I will
gonna be
be.
there?
Yes. Anytime there's like a club feel at Madison Square Garden.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I feel like I have
not-
to be
Not
there.
always like I want you to feel like you're in the club. There's that, like I do at some points. I want you to be transported, but it's more than being in the club. Otherwise, I might as well take you to the club. But, I want the spectacle of a show, but to really feel like we are all in it together.
Are there any cities on this tour that you have next year that you're looking forward to?
New York.
Aside from the greatest
outside
city
New
on the
York,
planet Earth.
right, in the iconic MSG. I mean, I'm starting in Australia, which is kind of comforting. I get to rehearse in Australia, so I can be home through January. So I'm not in a New York winter.
Luckily for you.
Luckily for me, but props to you all. Layer. Yeah, look, there's lots of places I'm going. I just want to see everyone. I want us to enjoy the music.
So I'm just curious. The album's called Tension 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then last year was Tension 1. With the explosion of Padam Padam, am I saying it right?
Yeah, you
Close?
yeah.
Did you say it however I want?
Well, we tend
Because I know it's like a sound, but then it's in words.
Yeah. Okay. If you have heard me say this before, I'm sorry, but just on that note, my drummer's one of his kids, his son, sent me a voice note. I wish I had it. I probably do have it. He says, "Hi Kylie, it's Noah. Is it Padam or is it Padam? Thanks. Bye." I've played it 100 times, so I'm pretty spot on, I think. And I thought I needed to give him an answer, and I thought about it. I went, Noah, thanks so much for your message. Great question. It's actually both. You
Okay.
kind of got padam, padam, or padam. But Americans, you say padam.
Well, see,
We kind of like it.
See, that was the thing for me. It's like the accent
But
difference.
then it's not like padam.
Well, no, I mean
That's the AI version.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to mess with AI.
No,
They're
exactly.
taking our jobs. But obviously, with the explosion of that song, was the mindset going into Tension 1, I'm going to make a Tension 2, or was it just kind
No
of
way.
like
No,
okay?
no. Tension just became its thing. And Padam opened a lot of doors, and then the single Tension, the album Tension. And then, as is not uncommon, we were thinking about a repack, a little bump up. And my list of songs was just kind of quite robust. And yeah, I ended up speaking with my A&R and saying, what if we just kind of did a second album? Like, it literally wasn't part of the plan. I'd never considered that before. So it's certainly not the next album. That will be the next thing. But yeah, Tension 2 came about.
So it's all about the organic feel with you, in theory.
Yeah, we're just kind of going with the flow. And my personal analogy with it is, with Padam and with Tension and the artwork on Tension, it was just meant to feel a little bit other. Like the video for Padam it's just a little bit other, a bit David Lynch, a bit David Bowie, kind of just slightly odd. But with Tension 2, we're going Panavision. We're going widescreen.
I like that.
So we've got the kind of lay of the land, but we're just seeing more of it.
Opening it up more.
Yeah.
More colors. I like it. Final two questions. Doing research on you, which I didn't have to do too much. I've been a fan of yours for a while.
Thank you.
But I also didn't, I completely forgot that you were in Street Fighter, which blew my mind. I completely forgot about that. I was like...
The other day, where were we? We were somewhere and someone needed some balm, and I've got a tiny little, it's like it's not tiger balm, it's like a liniment.
Okay.
And I said, I love the smell. Anyway, I said, this takes me back to learning kickboxing for Street Fighter. It was just like such a random thought. So yeah.
I completely forgot about that. I was so young.
A lot
when
of
I
people
watched
have
it.
forgotten about it.
How do you stay motivated through all these years?
Because there's always something else to do. I love being creative. There's so many different elements to my job: songwriting, singing, performing, videos, photo shoots, people, connection. I love music, and I will take the 90% of the job that you could really do without. You could happily press fast forward on a lot of that, but to connect with people and to have meaning for some people through your music, and they give me meaning. It's such a two-way street of energy.
So you've been successful through various decades. You've seen a lot of artists come, a lot of artists go. What would you say is the biggest bit of advice you would have for artists that are coming up now?
I think a lot of them have grasped this already, but just be authentic, be true to you, which doesn't mean, like, I think back to when I started and I could be wrong. I don't think I was as bold. I certainly wasn't experienced before I made records. I learned everything on the job, so that led to a lot of kind of challenging situations and some embarrassment. But authenticity, but don't be afraid to don't let that limit you either. I think it could go the other way. Yeah, be open heart, open minds, and yeah, get ready because it's not a straight line, and you might, like I did, start here, but life's ebbs and flows, which is the same in the business.
TVs, movies, millions, hundreds of millions of streams through various decades. Not a lot of people could claim that. You could because you're a badass.
I'm gonna pocket that and just put that right there and taking that home.
One more
Thank you.
time. Kylie Minogue, thank you, girl. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
From the top of the Empire State Building.
Z100.